All right, girls, getting ready to do some country road driving. Just to get it started, y'all tell me, you can start, the driver, you start. Tell me a couple of differences that you know between country roads and city roads.
Country roads are curvy,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to watch out for animals.
Animals, okay, good. Anything else? You got one in the back there, what you got?
Speed limits are different.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of traffic signs.
Yeah.
And there's more people in the city than on country roads.
Okay, yeah, the traffic's not as heavy and no traffic lights usually, more stop signs and things of that nature. So that's what you can expect as we take this drive. We're going to do a little 15-minute route here, and we'll videotape the route, and don't be nervous, just drive like you normally would, because y'all been doing good. All right, shift into drive. Okay, check over your shoulder. All right, we'll go ahead and pull forward here, and we'll stop at the edge and signal right. Okay, we have a stop sign here, so signal right. You want to cut your car out to the right a little and stop at the edge. Okay, view's blocked a little, roll up a little bit more. All right. And now we're checking left, right, left. Back to your right, and you're good. Go ahead. Now, we're not going to see the speed limit sign on this road, so in the country, do you remember what's the speed limit if it's not posted when you're on country roads in North Carolina? 55, that's right. How about you in the back? What is it in the city? That's 25 is for residential areas, that's for neighborhoods, but in the city it's 35, that's right. All right. Now at this, you got a flashing red light, which is the same as the stop sign. You have both. And you also have a line, that's a stop line. So you're gonna roll all the way up to that line, and we're gonna make a left. So you wanna stop behind that line. You're gonna have to creep forward a little bit so we can see around these trees. Okay. And you wanna check left, right, left. We got a car coming here. And it's clear, you got it. Side road right here. You're good. We're gonna go straight. Just watch, make sure nothing's coming out. There's no cars there, so we're good. If a car was pulling up right there and you thought that they were possibly gonna pull out, you want to cover your brake. That that cover your brake means just put your foot over the brake, and that takes your foot off the gas. It slows you down a little bit. Markings right here, you see the dotted yellow line. What does that tell you? That's right. And can they pass? Yes, because it's dotted the whole way. That's right. If it was solid on one side, that would mean the side it's solid on, like right now.
I can't pass, but they can.
That's right. Good. Lane position. If you glance over in your right side mirror, can you see the white line?
Yes.
Okay. No, we're not too far right, so that's good. We're in good lane position right now. Talked a little bit about the basic speed law and what's the basic speed law mean? What's the basic speed law mean?
The country roads are 55.
Yeah, but driving a safe speed for existing conditions. That's right.
Yeah. Adjust your speed to the weather.
Yeah.
It's raining.
And the weather's good, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing fine because we're at least 5 to 8 under right now, so we're good. What's that sign telling you right there?
There's about to be a roundabout.
Yep, there's about to be a roundabout. So you can see the yield sign here at the roundabout. We're going to get out on the straight side. So if it's clear, you always slow down. When you look left, you're going to have to stop. That car's coming in. And you got it. Go ahead, because you beat that car coming in right there. Get out of this side right here. So in a roundabout, you may not have to stop, but you always have to do what?
Yield and loop.
That's right. You always have to slow down, check to make sure it's clear to get in. Side road right, nothing there, so we're good. Of us, what's your following distance need to be?
3 seconds.
At least 3. And definitely good because we're past 3. You see it's signaling good, you're going to slow down. straight at the light. And what can you tell if we're going straight at the light? You already know one thing. What's this vehicle in front of you doing? Turning left, right. And in terms of yielding, left as always, they have to wait to win. They have to wait till last. You know that if there's any cars coming straight, he's not going to be able to go. All right, you're still green, so go ahead. Check left, right, good. And what's your speed limit on this road? Did you catch it? 45, good. What's that sign telling her? What's that sign right there telling
The
her?
speed limit's gonna change when it gets up here.
Right, 35, so go ahead and start slowing down. And just know that your speed zone starts where the sign starts. So whether you're slowing down or speeding up, keep that in mind, because lots of times that's where people get tickets. If the speed limit goes from 55 to 35, they wait till they get to the sign to start slowing down. So they're going 55 when they get to the sign, and they don't get slowed down to 35 till, maybe 100 yards after the sign. And that's speeding through that zone. Same if you see a sign up the road. If you see that it goes to 55 from 35, you're not supposed to start going 55 when you see it. And we got two curves here. What was the speed that it said on those curves? 25. So we'll slow down to 25. We're good. And show 2. Now we got what coming up? Stoplight. And we will go straight at the stoplight. Now you can see what's ahead after the stoplight. What we got? No, not that.
The railroad tracks.
Yeah, railroad tracks. So what you gonna do at the railroad tracks? Yep.
Both ways.
Look. That's right. Slow down, look both ways, and listen. Even though they got gates, you always want to, even if they don't have gates, you especially want to do it, but even if they have gates, you want to do it. And you can see a sign there, it's got a sharp curve right after, so you'll already be going slow to go over the tracks. You want to stay slow around the curve. And you were stopped far enough behind that car. Remember, you always want to stop far enough back to see their tires on the pavement, and you were good there. Slow here, look both ways, okay, and go ahead and continue over the tracks. The only time you'd have to stop at railroad tracks, obviously, if a train is coming, or if some tracks do have a stop sign, so you have to stop at the track. But if there are no stop signs, then you don't have to stop unless the train's coming. And also, when you're behind certain vehicles, you want to, aware that you might have to stop, like the one we got coming up here. If you're behind a bus, be prepared to stop, because a bus is supposed to stop at railroad tracks. Certain trucks that carry hazardous materials also have to stop. So if you're behind anything like that, be prepared to stop for that also. always signal right about a football field in advance, so where you did is fine. Try to get as far up this curve as you can see around before you make your turn, so we can see. Yep, you can see now, you can go. You got it, go ahead. Alright, so we're in a residential area now. Keep going. And so in a residential area, oftentimes you're not going to see speed limit signs. And like you said a minute ago, Carly, what's the speed limit if you're in a residential area, neighborhood? 25. That's right. Continue this way. All right, and now we're going to do a 3-point turn. Signal right. Pull as close to the edge of the road as we can get. Straighten up. There you go. Alright, and you want to signal left. Okay, you're going to check over your shoulder. You're going to cut the wheel as sharp as you can. That way, as close as you can to that edge of the road. Go on. Go on. Keep going a little bit more, a little bit more. Got a little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. Alright, good. And one way you'll know, shift into reverse, cut the wheel as sharp as you can towards me and look over your right shoulder. Okay, yeah, you got it. Go ahead and cut it back. And you're going to get as close as you can to this edge of the road. Keep coming, and stop. Now you want to shift to the drive and cut it as sharp as you can that way. And very good. What your objective there is to not go off the road. And when you were pulling forward, one way you can tell how close you are to the edge of the road is right before, on most roads, if there's not a curb, right before most roads, before you go off the road, you can kind of feel your tire. And the signal right, we're gonna pull off right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just pull off. And one way you can tell, and shift into park, one way you can tell is you can feel your front tire. It'll almost feel like it's about to drop a little bit. When you almost feel it start to drop down a little bit, that means you're right on the edge of the road. And if you had a curb, you wouldn't want to bump, hit, or scrape the curb. All right, so I think you did pretty good. You see anything you did wrong in the back? All right, I think everything was pretty good, so I think we are done.